Tonight's story is on a site called NightlyWhispers, and the name of the story is Wonderland Dreams. In the heart of a bustling city, where the hustle and bustle of life seemed never-ending, there lived a young woman named Alice. Alice was a brilliant but perpetually stressed corporate worker, constantly caught in the relentless race against time. Every day she would wake up to the cacophony of alarm clocks, rush through her morning routine, and plunge headlong into the relentless grind of meetings, deadlines, and paperwork. Her life was a blur of Excel sheets, conference calls, and endless emails. One particularly gloomy day, Alice found herself seated in yet another dreary corporate meeting, the monotony of it all threatening to engulf her. As her boss droned on about quarterly targets and profit margins, Alice's eyelids grew heavy, and a yawn escaped her lips. She couldn't help it. The meeting was simply too dull. With a sudden jolt, she awoke to find herself in a place far removed from the confines of the conference room. She was standing in the midst of a lush, vibrant forest, where the trees seemed to shimmer with an otherworldly luminance. The air was filled with the sweet scent of wildflowers, and a gentle breeze rustled through the leaves like a soft lullaby. Startled and disoriented, Alice tried to gather her bearings when a peculiar sight caught her eye. There before her was a petite, waist-coated rabbit with a pocket watch, scurrying along and muttering to himself, "Oh dear, oh dear, I'm running late." It was the White Rabbit, and Alice instinctively began to follow him. As she ventured further into the enchanting forest, Alice encountered one eccentric character after another. There was a Cheshire cat who grinned mischievously from the branch of a tree, leaving only his grinning face behind. The Mad Hatter and the March Hare were engaged in a never-ending tea party, where time seemed to stand still, and the Dormouse dozed peacefully in a teapot. And then there was the Queen of Hearts, who ruled with an iron fist and insisted on playing croquet with flamingos as mallets. Amidst the whimsy and eccentricity of Wonderland, Alice felt her stress begin to melt away. Each moment seemed to stretch into infinity, allowing her to truly savor the magic of the present. She danced with the flowers, shared riddles with the caterpillar, and even joined the White Rabbit in a round of croquet, all while wearing a grin that mirrored the Cheshire cat. But as the day wore on, Alice realized that she needed to find her way back to the world she knew. She approached the White Rabbit and asked, "How can I return home?" The White Rabbit, with a twinkle in his eye, replied, "Home is where you make it, my dear, and sometimes it's right where you are." With those words, Alice closed her eyes and took a deep breath, allowing herself to fully embrace the wonder of Wonderland. As she did, the world around her seemed to shift and shimmer, and when she opened her eyes again, she was back in the dull meeting room, with a newfound sense of calm and clarity. From that day on, Alice approached her busy life with a different perspective. She learned to slow down, savor each moment, and find the magic in the everyday. Wonderland had taught her that sometimes the most extraordinary adventures can be found in the ordinary moments, and that the key to happiness lies in embracing the here and now. And so, as she drifted off to sleep each night, Alice would smile, knowing that her dreams could transport her back to Wonderland, where the stresses of the world could melt away, and the magic of the moment would always be waiting. Sleep well.